Panda MMA, bringing punches with the news. Fight breakdowns, every move you don't want to lose. Catch the latest scoop, like a hook to the chin.
This is Panda MMA News. And now, here are your hosts, Richard and Taylor.
What's up, everybody? It's Daddy from PandaMMA News.
And it's Big Poppy.
Big sloppy toppy, dude. That's what they call him. That's what they call him, dude. He's over here getting sloppy top and, you know, all sorts of goodies. So, coming off the cusp of UFC 309, let's dig into this card. We gave you guys full predictions for the whole card, so we're going to go through each individual fight. First fight of the main card, we were incorrect right off the fucking bat. We picked Veronica Hardy to win, and Eduarda Mora won by decision. On to the next one. I believe we were correct on this one. Open Elliott KO'd Basil Hafez in round 3.
Yeah, dude, that guy looked fucking lethal.
Yep. And then the next one, I know we were right because we didn't pick Mickey Gall, the Corbett Gall. We picked Ramiz Abrahimish. Didn't pick him by KO, but either way, KO round 1.
That's my bra.
Bish. On to the next fight. We are into the actual prelims now. First fight of the prelims was Marcin Tybura versus Jonathan Diniz. We were wrong. We picked Diniz. Marcin Tybura, dude, he just showed another level of leg humping tonight that not a lot of heavyweights can compete with unless your name is John Jones. And then he'll lay hump and he'll treat you like his wife. But moving on.
Let's just say Marcin put him on Disney's.
Disney Plus?
Diniz. He put him on Diniz.
Diniz. Not that knee, but Diniz. Anyways,
Diniz.
on to the next one. David Onoma versus Roberto Romero. We picked Roberto. So, yeah, we were wrong about that.
It was still a good fight, though, man. Those guys were fucking throwing hands at each other.
They were, but we were wrong, so not much to say there. On to the next one, though, where we were right. We got the fucking dog, Jim Miller versus the patty cake puss, Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson spent all week talking shit about Aspinall when he should have been focusing on this fight because he got submitted in a round 1.
Yeah, he's too busy fucking cooking meth in a trailer in the middle of New Mexico. He couldn't prepare for the fight against Jim Miller.
Yeah, dude. Greg, I don't know what it is about you getting crackheads over there, but there's something going on, dude. You got John Jones, Damon Jackson. I don't know what's going on with all the crackheads, but
he's out there with Mr. White.
Mr. White, dude. Mr. White. He's the Jesse Pinkman of the Jackson world. But moving on, we have Jonathan Martinez versus Marcus McGee. Sadly, we were wrong. We were almost right, though, because in round 3, Jonathan Martinez was delivering such crippling fucking leg kicks. It gave me flashbacks to, I don't like to say this because I like Adrian Yanez, but it gave me flashbacks to the Adrian Yanez fight with Jonathan Martinez where he got TKO'd via leg kicks.
That guy was trying to chop the trees down with that one.
He was.
I was flinching over here.
He was.
That shit was nuts.
We were wrong on that also, so moving on. Whoa. Just got a thing. But anyways.
You want to do that happen last time?
It is what it is. Anyways, moving on. The first fight on the main card, Mauricio Rufy versus James Lullentop, a.k.a. Goku. Not so Goku, dude. I bet money on this one. This was part of a parlay I had. James Lullentop and Paul Craig had to win, and my $10 bet would have returned me $655. But, yeah, James Lullentop, you know, don't change your name, dude. You're not Goku.
He definitely wasn't Ultra Instinct. That's for damn sure.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. But yeah, I mean, Mauricio Rufy, as much as I dislike the fight nerd just because they're a bunch of fucking dweebs, Mauricio Rufy, dude, I was getting kind of Conor McGregor vibes during that fight. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, so, you know, everybody, they got to have one fight on the card that gives you enough time to go get a drink and take a piss, and that's this next one. Viviane Araujo versus Karine Silva. We chose Karine Silva just strictly based off of last name, but I think she shot her wad in the first round and came out thinking she was going to do what she's been doing to the last couple fighters she's been against. And Viviane had other plans. She said, nah, my chin's a little too strong for that. And then ultimately, in the end there, she proved to be the stronger fighter. She was able to handle all the blows, weather the storm, and then even get some takedowns.
All the blows.
Okay.
But yeah, on to the first actual fun fight on the card. We had Bo Nickal versus Paul Craig. So even though I bet on Paul Craig, I did that purely on odds. I knew Bo Nickal was going to win. We both predicted Bo Nickal to win. Bo Nickal, honestly, I'm surprised he used no wrestling, but I'm also not surprised because Paul Craig has submitted the likes of Jamal Hill and Ankalaev. But everybody was booing Bo Nickal, dude, but he looked good. Like the shots he was landing would put the average man to sleep. Paul Craig,
He was cracking him, dude.
yeah, Paul Craig like did some type of satanic worship to where he summoned the chin of the darkest demon in the realm, and that's what we got, dude. Good fight overall, though. It was fun.
Yeah, Paul Craig just kept spamming that freaking kick to the shoulder. And at first I thought he was doing that to like wear out the right arm of Bo Nickal so he could start to get those straight rights and overhand rights like later in the rounds and catch him with, you know, his that big stature of Paul Craig. But he really just got caught taking pictures of Bo Nickal, and Bo surprised me tonight, just not even attempting to use the wrestling, just showing like, hey, dude, I'm here I'll stand and bang.
We out here.
Che bang. And he fucking, it was bang bang, and it wasn't even the Niner gang, dude. And
It wasn't Titty Gang, wasn't Niner Gang. What it was, though, is a boo fest from the fucking pussies in the crowd.
They call them Boo Nickel.
Yep, Boo Nickel. Or no Bickle.
Careful.
Yeah, careful.
My nickel.
Now you're really crossing the line.
No, you're standing on my nickel.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. Anyways, moving on from my friend who grew up in a cowboy town, we're moving on to Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. First of all, props to Michael Chandler. The hand fighting looked amazing. It's shocking that Charles Oliveira had your back that long and you were able to fight off that many fucking chokes. So that in itself is a win. I wish he would have pressed more on the gas from the very beginning because round 4, he almost had him out of there. He looked great in round 4. It was just we need that round 4 or round 5. Sorry, we need that round 5 Michael Chandler in rounds 1 through 4.
What was impressive too, it's like despite everything that happened that entire fight, somehow he found the fucking energy to just right off his back, just grab Charles, fucking get up like this and just
Twice.
Did it 2 times in a row. Like, what the fuck, dude? How many, dude? He's got so much strength in those legs. The guy's just a fucking meathead, man. And I love watching him fight, win or lose. He's a class act, and mad respect for both fighters tonight. Charles, super composed. I can't wait to see what that looks like when he gets his shot again. Yeah, Michael Chandler. I hope you get your wish. I hope Connor gets off the old druggy poo poos,
the old cocaina,
or in his words, gets his house together. And
by get his house together, he means stop fucking the maid and let's get in the training camp, dude.
Yeah, quit training abs only and get in there and fucking start working on those combinations. Okay.
Yep. But the next fight, the reason why everyone's here, John Jones versus Stipe and Miocic. Right off the bat, dude, you could tell Stipe was every bit of 42. He was slow. He landed a few good shots, but
Stipe's a dog, bro.
He's a dog. Like he took a beating, but my problem with Stipe is he would crack John, and then John would circle out, and that was it. Like, dude, you hit him, you hurt him a little bit, follow up a little bit, dude.
That's exactly what his coaches were saying too, man. They're like, don't just leave it at the one. Don't you're letting him off the hook every single time. He's just evading, and he gets reset, and then he just starts. Dude, John Jones.
Those body kicks were brutal.
The first round, the series of elbows he dropped when he was on top of Stipe tonight, dude. Most people probably quit from that. Stipe is just a fucking ogre to be able to take those fucking hits like that. And then the body shot early. Well, I think it was early in the second round. Takes the body shot, claims it to be like a dick kick.
Yeah,
clearly wasn't a dick kick. He just nailed him. And then it was more of that. And then what does he get shut down with in the end? That fancy spinning, whatever you call it, type kick. What do you call that type of kick? Is that a
It's just a spinning back kick.
spinning back kick? Yeah.
But yeah, no. And then
Dude.
on top of that, like there was that slick takedown in the first round from John Jones that really impressed me. But on to what's on everybody's mind.
Yeah, dude.
John Jones post-fight interview, he said that he's in talks with Dana and Hunter. They haven't started talking about numbers yet, but we might get what we want. He didn't specify whether that's Alex Pieta, which most of us don't want, or if it's Tom Aspinall, which everybody wants.
It's Aspinall, and I know that Dana's gonna pay whatever the tab is on that. He's gonna come through and deliver.
If Stipe got through at 42 years old a few times, dude, what do you think Aspinall's going to do to him?
Do you think Aspinall gets taken down by that same trip? Because he did that to Cyril Gahn, and he did that to Stipe.
I don't think so. And even if he does, Aspinall, I think there's a statistic that Aspinall's never been on his back in the UFC.
Well, there's a first time for everything, and if someone's going to do it, it's going to be John Jones, because he's going to lunge in. John's going to time it, step behind him, do the little sweep. What I'm curious to know is,
can he take Aspinall's power?
Well, there is that aspect of it, but I'm wondering if Aspinall's on his back, and he was kind of in the same situation as Stipe tonight, I'd be curious to see how he would try to handle that.
Well, Aspinall's a legit black belt. Let's not forget, he started training jiu-jitsu at a young age of 11 years old because his dad owned a jiu-jitsu gym. He's bigger than Stipe. He's bigger than John. He clearly hits harder than both of them. We might not even get the chance to see him on his back, because if he hits John with the punches Stipe was hitting him with, we're probably going to see John asleep, in my opinion. But if somehow he does get put on his back, just based off his level of jiu-jitsu and what I've seen him do when it comes to ground and pound and everything, and his way to get back to his feet, I just don't see John Jones being able to hold down a big Tom Aspinall. Maybe if it's round 5, because Tom Aspinall's never been 5 rounds. I mean, I think he has his average is like a minute 18 or something in the octagon per fight. So
where's his tank at?
Exactly. Where's his tank at? But I mean, dude, he knocked out Sergey cold. He knocked everyone he's fought. Pretty much everyone besides like 2 people he's knocked out cold in the first round. So I mean, like, when you're basing it off that, natural heavyweights are getting put to fucking sleep.
He's definitely got the power. There's no...
And he's faster. He's faster than anyone John has probably ever faced in his life. He's got the speed of a welterweight.
That's what excites me. That's the part right there for me. Because it seems to me that John always gets to play the part of being the faster guy. Fuck, man. That's such a cool matchup for so many reasons. I really hope they announce something on that soon.
Yep. I
when do you think that
too.
fight would go down if they schedule it?
I would think let's see.
Because Aspinall's
actually,
like, I'm ready.
I would actually probably think March, because John didn't take too much damage, and I think John would want to get after it while he still has some youth on his side. And March is usually the Vegas date that they do.
Right.
Hence the poster behind you, March 5th.
Yeah, we always
and
go
John
at that
Jones
time.
last. Yeah.
Dude, we'll be there.
Oh, we'll be there.
Fucking be
If
there.
we don't get press passes, we'll buy tickets. But yeah, no, I think it'd take place earlier than later, because I think John, especially fighting a 28-year-old, he's gonna want to get in there while youth is still on his side.
Well, you make a good point too, and I think while the heat is still hot on the press, like while the people are still asking for it, while there's still a lot of heat behind it, you deliver.
Exactly.
And
John took no damage this fight, really.
No, not really. I mean, he took a few blows to the head,
but he had no damage, like, physically.
He wasn't split at all. I mean, yeah, nothing a couple months can't clear.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely see that coming. But before we get into current events, which we have some good ones to talk about, let's get into the recap of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Son of a bitch, bro.
We got to do it because we gave predictions.
Yeah, but only do you want to just do Jones, or you want to talk about Serrano?
But the last 2,
because those are the only ones. Actually, the Serrano fight was the
only fight we're talking about.
The only one. Those bitches got down.
Great. Honestly, like, as far as boxing goes, that I've seen live, not replays, but I've seen live. That was probably the best boxing match I've seen live in my life.
Oh my God. And what I loved about it too, Katie Taylor's got a problem leaning with her head, and it's apparently a thing. Like she fucking cracks women with her head and splits them open.
But dude, it works.
She needs to have the nickname the fucking can opener or something.
Dude, if it works, it works, dude.
Right? It got her this far. Fucking A, dude. But those bitches threw hands, and they didn't stop. They didn't take off the gas pedal at all. There wasn't even a moment where they just sat there and looked at each other. No, it was fucking on and cracking.
Yeah, and what I saw, at least early on in the fight, the first half of the fight, Amanda Serrano had the more power punches, but Katie Taylor, I think, had a speed advantage from what I gathered. And on top of that, she just had great head that night. But wait. Yeah, she just had great head that night. But yeah, no, great fight. Not much to talk about other than it was a great fight. I'm not gonna. This was last night, so I was drunk last night and can't give you too much of a replay.
Well, I will say that I thought that her coach could have handled himself a little bit more professionally. They were asking like, "Hey, would you like to?" Like, she's open to running it back again with you, and the coach is like, "Only if we have a ref that does his job better." Fucking
You talking about Serrano's coach? Yeah. Serrano's coach. He wanted to be too much in the spotlight versus letting his fighter, be in the spotlight. Your job as a coach is to shut the fuck up and stand by the sidelines. Learn from the great Greg Jackson. Did we hear Greg Jackson talk at all tonight?
No, not a peep.
That's the coach's job.
He let his fighter talk.
Yeah, you let your fighter talk. Your job is to coach them from the sidelines. If I hear you, it's by accident, but I shouldn't purposely hear you. That's just the way it is. But on to the dude, I had high hopes for Mike Tyson. I really did. And he looked great in the first round.
He looked great in his training footage leading up to the fight.
Yeah, and he looked great in the first round too. But I mean, the guy's 58 years old fighting a 27-year-old. So it's it was gonna be an uphill battle regardless. What I will say though, what I do like, and this kind of leads into the current news segment of it. Francis Ngannou tweeted saying next time he sees Jake Paul, he's giving him 2 or 3 slaps in the mouth. And if Jake Paul has any fucking balls, dude, you like to fight MMA fighters that are way smaller than you or boxers that are nearly pensioners. Let's meet in the middle, dude. Francis Ngannou did some boxing. He was an MMA champion. He is older. He's closer to 40.
And we know you like that.
Yeah. You might not like the size, dude, but like we're meeting in the middle, dude. Fight Francis. Let's see that because I want to see Jake Paul get put to fucking sleep.
I bet you Francis would. I bet you he'd try to cut a little bit of weight to make it happen if he was open.
He already cuts weight to heavyweight though. I don't know how much weight he can cut.
I know, true. I mean, he doesn't look like he has much to lose by the time he fights.
He's jacked, dude. There's
jacked.
no fat. But be a man, Jake. You want to fight MMA fighters? There's an MMA fighter right there. You guys are signed under PFL. Francis already said he's open to fight MMA or boxing. I'd rather see it in your playground. Let's see it in boxing. Let's see just pure stand up, and let's see you get fucked. Let's see you try to do to Francis what you did to Mike Tyson
or Canelo. I would love to see Canelo slap him up, and I guarantee it happens.
Canelo's too young, dude. We got to wait at least 10 years for that.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, Tom, I'm gonna pause it right here because we're gonna watch this after. But leading into further into the current events, Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley is official at UFC Tampa.
How do you feel about that?
I feel awesome about that. I am so happy to see that, dude. Like I was severely losing hope on Colby Covington. For Colby Covington to take a current contender on short notice, nonetheless, is awesome. I think Joaquin Buckley honestly gets it done. I think that Colby, I don't know, maybe he did have a fluke like he said, but I can only judge it based off the most recent performance, which was Leon Edwards. And if that Colby shows up, he's probably getting TKO'd. If the Colby that fought Usman either time shows up, that's going to be a great dog fight.
So is that in 2-3 weeks?
It is a week after 310. So December 14th. Yeah. So
we got
about a month.
Yeah, about a month, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But also on top of that, As you guys know, Bilal Muhammad had a bone infection in his foot. He had to pull out from UFC 310. So the new main event is Pantoja versus the Asian fellow from One Championship.
Asakura.
Yeah, Asakura. That's the new main event. But the new co-main event is Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian the Cuck Machado Gary. Guys, the Cuck is here. Hopefully we see what we all believe we're gonna see, which is Shavkat chew him up and spit him out, just like his wife did. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about these two new matchups that just got announced. I think they're gonna be pretty fun. More news: Nate Diaz has withdrawn from his fight with Luque, so that's no longer taking place. There was another one too that I'm trying to think of off the top of my head, but I can't think of it right now. But either way, that's I mean, that really covers it for the real. Oh, also, I don't know if we mentioned it last time we talked or if it was even plausible last time we talked, but we have a new president, guys. Back to freedom, number 47. I won't say the name because YouTube likes to demote it when you say the name, and I want this video to get out there. But congratulations, DT. And yeah, guys, we're gonna have some freedom going forward for the next 4 years. So hopefully they can make a difference, because after this, I don't think they're going to allow us to take control again. Once we ban the surgeries switching certain things that begin with a G, I'm trying to really pick my words here so YouTube doesn't demote the video. Once that happens, I just don't see them letting us take office again. So hopefully,
Speaking of the specimen, what do you guys think about Sir President Elon Musk, Kid Rock, the son? Who was the other one?
the son's name is Eric.
No. But there was one more person to create that dynamic.
RFK.
RFK, guys. What do you guys think about that lineup?
That was the Avengers, dude. That's the Avengers.
Powerful, man. Elon's just up there like trying to figure out how to be a human.
Yeah, they even made a comment when John was talking to him that John was talking about fighting on Mars. So that was pretty funny. But aside from that, guys, there's not much more to talk about. Once again, short. But next week, next Saturday, we are going to be covering VFS, Table Mountain Casino. I think that's where it's at.
Sure,
yeah. Table Mountain Casino, guys. VFS, come say hi. We're gonna be there. We'll give our recaps once we do that thing. But also, guys, if you guys got PG&E, hit us up. We can help you. We have a solution. For every problem, there is a final solution. But yeah, make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, Panda MMA News 1, TikTok and X, just Panda MMA News. Stay up to date with us. Stay tuned. We're gonna, I don't know. We have some people hitting us up that want to do some interviews, so we might have some interviews for you guys coming up in the next few weeks. But yeah, we're just gonna stick, like we said last time, stick to the one episode format. With the new job, I don't have time to edit multiple episodes, and also on top of that, it ain't worth it when we have cucks watching and not subscribing. So yeah,
and you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Shame.
Your wife and I know who you are, but you know who you are.
Shame.
Yeah, shame. But yeah, don't finger your sisters.